If I woke up tomorrow with 4 paws and a heartbeat that drums in my chest like a happy drum, the world wouldn't just look different, it would smell like a symphony. Meaning would blazing scents, vibrations, and tiny movements. This is my world, if I were a dog. I open my eyes to light that isn't white or gold, but gentle, like the inside of a lemon. My vision catches motion more than detail. The morning air moves, and I can read it. I yawn so wide the day can climb inside. My paws stretch against the floorboards, claws clicking softly, mapping the room by touch. Before I even stand, 1,000 stories rush through my nose. Yesterday's coffee, the ghost of last night's rain, the neighbor's cat who tiptoed across our porch like a secret. I can smell time. I press my chin on the edge of the bed and watch the human I love as they breathe. I can't clock their mood by words yet. Words are rectangles that humans throw at each other. I read the curves, the rhythm of their breath, the salt of their skin, the sleep-warm air. I nudge their hand. It lands on my head. The morning is officially good. Outside, the door opens, and the world shouts hello. This isn't a street. It's a map of heat and scent. Every blade of grass holds a signature, every tree a library. The breeze brings the bakery 2 blocks over, butter sweet and yeasty. The alley whispers of a fox that came at 3 a.m. and stood here, thinking fox thoughts. The mail truck draws a bright line of hot metal and rubber across the map. I circle. I read messages written in drops and molecules. I leave my reply. My paw pads listen to the ground. A distant train sighs under the soil. On our block, a kid bounces a ball. 3 beats. Pause. 3 beats. A squirrel flickers up a tree, and my body becomes an arrow. Squirrel means sprint. Sprint means life. I don't ask why. The leash holds a story between us. A woven river of not yet, and this way. It is not a prison. It is a phone line. We walk, and I learn the day by listening with my lungs. Home base. Back inside, I patrol. Patrol is love with steps. I check window, couch, bowl, door, window again. I'm not guarding objects, I'm counting heartbeats. The house has a pulse, and I keep time with it. Sun warms the square on the rug that I like. I set my spine into it, like a key into a lock. The warmth climbs through my fur, unspools into a nap. Naps are not laziness, they are how I organize the smell archive of my brain. In sleep, the day replays like a silent movie made of wind. Humans talk with sounds, dogs talk with distance. I tell you I trust you by how close I sleep. I tell you I adore you by how I follow you to the bathroom and pretend I don't. My tail is not an on-off switch, it's a dimmer dial of mood. A loose wag says, the world is safe. A helicopter tail means, you came back. Ears are parentheses around the moment. Nose kisses are tiny love letters. When you look at your phone, I look at your face, because faces are where weather begins. Work. Every dog has a job. My job might be herding my people from room to room, collecting them in one soft pile. It might be window duty, tracking the migration of leaves, delivery vans, and the epic of the squirrel nation. It might be therapy, catching your sadness when it falls, and carrying it in my mouth until it dissolves. On rainy days, my job is to be a small sun on the couch. When you leave, my job is waiting. Waiting is not empty. It is a full-time craft that stretches across the floor like a shadow. I lie with my nose toward the door, because the door is a promise. I listen for the pattern of your shoes on the stairs. The elevator sighs, the hallway breathes, keys clink like bells, and my heart stands up before my legs do. Reunion is the religion I practice. The park is our stock exchange of joy. Dogs move like commas on a green page, editing each other's sentences. We approach in crescents, not lines. We curve, sniff hello, write a thesis in 2 seconds. A bow is a question mark. A bounce is an exclamation point. We sprint, pivot, form alliances, break them politely. The grass is a field of telegrams. I check the ore. A tennis ball flies, and physics turns into poetry. The parabola hums in the air. I read wind, spin, bounce, like sheet music. I don't bring the ball back because you asked. I bring it back because sharing the hunt makes the world bigger. When you throw and I return, we are both dogs. When we race and collapse, tongue laughing, we are the same animal, remembering the same river. Sense of the world. If I were a dog, my senses would shape my philosophy. Smell is truth. Sight is suggestion. I love the blues and yellows because they greet me. Reds slip away like shy strangers. My ears cut the sky and pour it down my neck. There are frequencies in the city you don't hear. The electric hum of a sign, the secret conversation of insects, the cotton soft padding on a cat deciding not to be seen. I hear your name long before you say it. The way you breathe shapes the syllables. I taste the road, the rain, the lace of air. I taste your day on your hands. I taste the news in the grass. When thunder speaks, it speaks inside my bones. I don't fear the sound so much as the meaning it carries. Pressure, change, a sky rearranging its furniture. If I tremble, you hold me, and I learn another truth. Safety can be an embrace. Rules and freedom. Freedom is a field with a gate. Rules are the price of being trusted. Sit is not a command, it's a key that opens doorways, to food, to play, to more of you. I don't understand calendars, but I understand sequences. First sit, then door, then sky. I don't know why you leave every morning, but I know the ritual. Shoes, keys, jacket, kiss. I memorize it like a spell I can't cast, but can believe in. I help from the world. Sometimes your eyes rain without thunder. You gather silence like laundry, and I feel the weight of it. I come and sit with my spine against your shins. I don't fix you. I keep you company while you fix yourself. My head is heavy with understanding I cannot say. You scratch behind my ear and say, "Good dog." And both of us mean, thank you for existing. Night. At night, the house breathes deeply. The fridge mumbles in its sleep. Pipes whisper. The moon puts a thin silver on the table. I patrol the borders of the couch kingdom, then curl into a circle the way ancient dogs taught me, nose to tail, guarding my own starlight. Dreams come. I run without moving. I bark at birds that aren't here and wake up smiling. You laugh softly. Your hand finds my neck, and I am a planet with a warm sun.